Good morning, friends. As Deb and I were going on and on and on yesterday, we decided that this topic it just was spurring more and more in our minds that we wanted to talk about. So if you missed it, go back and watch yesterday. It'll kind of lead up to this one. But you know, we can't over exercise a bad diet. So, we eat poorly and then we go to the gym for 2 hours and we, hustle and then the scale doesn't change. And that can be really frustrating, which is the other reason that Deb and I are always talking about looking at the big picture. Why are you eating? Why are you choosing different foods? You're choosing different foods because they nourish your body. When we eat all that junk food, we're really malnourished. There's no nutrition getting to our cells, which then makes us feel hungry all the time. I had a friend one time who said, "But I just always feel hungry." And at the time, I didn't know what I know now. It's because she wasn't eating food. When we give ourselves all the nutrients that we need, healthy fats and fiber and protein, our our bodies are nourished, and so then we don't feel hungry as often or crave the junk like we do when we're just sustained on that. So yeah, it's just super important to keep that whole mindset, because then I'll let Deb talk about the next part, but we were talking about the whole spiral. So then you go on, you get that bad, you get the number on the scale that you didn't want, and it's like, I'm just going to throw it all away.
Yep. Because now we're frustrated. And so we're like reaching for the brownies because we're frustrated. And
Yes.
then we just continue that cycle. And it's just, I mean, we've talked about this, like the Made to Crave by Lisa TerKeurst, but that was her thing too. And it's ours. It's not just hers, but where she realized I'm reaching for food for all kinds of reasons. And it's junk food. It's not good food.
Right.
And she said she still doesn't crave carrots because she doesn't like them. But she still reaches for whole foods. She said she learned to eat like what animals eat. What do animals eat? Well, that's what I'm going to eat. She's never seen an obese animal. So,
Yeah.
um, I forget where I was going with that, but it's just really important to know why we're reaching for junk food. And it really starts here. And if we're reaching because we're frustrated or we're just going to continue that cycle. And really, what's really cool is when we start to eat better food, we don't want the junk food. So then we're not resisting temptation all the time. We're like, you know what? That doesn't even look appealing. I don't know how I used to eat that. I've talked about that before. And it doesn't mean that we never do it, but she says to be because she's reached her goal weight now. And then like there's this temptation to like, well, I can eat whatever I want again. She'll be right back where she started. So, and if I eat that chip, am I gonna just crave chips again? And so and it's different for all of us. We all have our different go-tos. So
Yeah. It was interesting when you were talking about taste, and part of that is the way we eat when we're not eating foods in their natural state. They actually have found that we have a coating on our tongue that kind of inhibits us from tasting things unless they have like that intense flavor that that manufacturers put in their foods. I think that's why we keep getting more and more intense flavors, because as we eat more and more and more of that, we become kind of immune to it. So anyway, one of the things that I had done in the past is when you cut all that, the sugar and everything out, even for just a couple days, a week is best. It's difficult to do, but if you can do that for a week, it actually clears that coating from your tongue and you taste foods in their natural state. So that's why, like, after you've eaten, like, I don't know, I'm just gonna say Cheetos, and they've got all that stuff now. If you go to eat, like, I don't know, a strawberry, you don't really taste that strawberry.
hmm, interesting.
So it's just really, it does make a difference. And I think that's where the cravings come from, because when that coating is there, we're craving more and more and more of those foods. And as I said, my personal opinion, I've never heard this stated, but that's why they keep intensifying the flavors, because which is why those of us that don't eat like that taste one of those things and we're like, holy cow, like what was that? because we don't have that coding necessarily, or at least not to that extent, because we don't eat stuff like that. So anyway.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm not there yet. So, um, but yeah, but I mean, that's my goal, that I won't even be tempted by those things. I get tired of, fighting it. Like, I just don't, I want to get to a point where I don't want it. Doesn't look good. I don't want it. Our food manufacturers are very savvy. So they keep creating more and more of the salt and fat and flavors because they know we'll get addicted to it. And I mean, that's the sales marketing technique that they use. They've researched our taste buds
Can't
and
eat just one.
it's
I don't remember
crazy.
which one that was. What was that? You can't eat just one. That was somebody's slogan back in the day. And I don't remember who it
Lay's, I think.
was. I think, okay. I was gonna
Yeah.
say I thought it
Lay's
was a
potato
chip.
chips.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
want the
they're
bag.
right.
Thank you. They are right.
Yep. All right, friends, let us know how you're doing. If we can help in any way, if we can just be here for a listening ear, your cheerleader. We are always here to cheer you on and to help you make the decisions that are best for you. Doesn't mean that you follow anything that we're saying. Find out what works for you, and we're here to cheer you on to your goal.
Yep. Amen, sister.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.